Another dreary day. I think it's going to rain. At least the rain offers some change. Maybe I'll go to the motel office and see if there are any books left to pass the time. The sounds of the undead trying to get out of the buildings can be heard on the street. Scratching doors, knocking on walls, glued to windows. They'd better stay there. It's better not to walk through a broken window when there are pieces of glass. I learned this recently. Let's see what I can find. Magazines, crosswords, new. Ahem. Cooking recipes and knitting book. Maybe there's something in the back. Radio, this might be useful. There's nothing here. Security room. Maybe there will be some documented recording of what happened here. Since people outside the exclusion zone don't know what's going on here, it's worth keeping the evidence. I would need a camera, but there isn't one around here. But I think I know where it could be. I loved walking through this forest, especially to the lake. So many memories of swimming with friends. Joking, fooling around, catching frogs and grasshoppers, picnics, just idyllic life. I remember them. Tony's wedding was just a few days ago. Maybe there's something left behind in the barn or farmhouse. God, the twins. Inseparable even after death. They weren't my type, they could be mean sometimes, but they were very hardworking. Even though they were annoying, I still liked them. Not cleaned up after the party yet. Is that wine? I hope it's sweet. There is no camera or camcorder anywhere. Fresh flowers, it would be a pity if they withered. There is also the bride. At least she experienced a moment of happiness in life before her death. And she had a beautiful dress and veil. Only the veil survived. What is that? Oh God, it's a body? Eaten, torn apart? I can't. This world. It's too much. I would like to somehow preserve the memory of the village and its inhabitants. The only thing that comes to my mind is collecting photos from houses. Arranging them in some pole altar? Something I can do before they take me away from here. What is this? God. I don't think I even want to know. I'll leave it without comment. It's too creepy. God, my home. Where did they come from? Get out. The windows are damaged, the curtains. What will I do now? Calm down. They're in the forest. I have to lure them out somehow so they don't do any more damage. More bodies, everywhere. I can't just leave them here. I have to bury them, give them some semblance of peace. But with this rain, and the stench of rotting flesh, it's going to be even harder. This is nauseating. But I can't let them just lie here, attracting more trouble. I have to bury them, rain or no rain. They're so heavy, I'm exhausted. The rain, it's coming in through the broken windows. I need to do something before it floods the whole house. I remember reading about carpentry basics in that book. Here it is. Okay, let's see. Planks, nails. I can do this. Come on, almost there. I just need to secure it, and, yes, there, that should hold. But there's still more to do. I need to reinforce the other windows before the rain does any more damage. Time for a break.
Good evening. This is NNR. Tonight, public anger explodes onto the streets. A demonstration in Washington, D.C. turned ugly this afternoon as protesters were denied access to the mall. A proposed march on the White House ends with dramatic scenes. Objects were hurled at the police, and the crowd forced back. At least 20 individuals have found themselves under arrest. Meanwhile, reports of chronic governmental underfunding in disease control just won't go away. The military insist that the spread of flu-like symptoms within the Knox event has slowed, but refuse to speculate on the confusion now found within the exclusion zone. Meanwhile, Knox Telecommunications confirmed that phone lines have been down in the area from several days before the incident. This isn't enough to calm America.
My aunt's in there. Why can't I hear her? Why can't they tell us the truth?
What am I doing? I'm panic buying. What does it look like? What happens next? That's just panic. It won't be pretty. These shelves will be empty, except for the meat. They say it's in the meat.
More when it happens, and as it happens.
NNR Network, what matters to you, matters to America.
Meat? I eat meat and haven't gotten sick. At least not from home-cooked food. I don't eat anything other. It had to be something else. Why haven't I changed? I'm extremely exhausted. I need to take a nap, at least for a while.